Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Lolly. Now the last time we were working on the gratitude journal, we made two shaker pockets, shaker pages, a sewed version and a no-sew version. And these can go in here anywhere, but I'm just going to go ahead and put one of them in here now, and then after we get some more pages in, maybe I will put the other one in after that. But what I did, for those of you who are new to this, I'm using a tag for each day in November to write something on that I'm grateful for, or a happy quote, something encouraging. So I added an extra tag in each of the pockets as I could so that I would be able to condense this, because otherwise it's going to be too fat trying to get all these tags in here. So I have three there, three there. I have a pocket here I could put tags in there. I've got two here now, one there. And the last time we'd actually done a paper page, we ended up here. But I need to add a pocket on here so I can put tags in there. So I'm using the Gnome collection, Gnome for the Holidays, Thanksgiving, and I will put a link down below to how to get this kit. It is adorable. So I cut this at 3 3/4 by 3. Let's pull this out so that I can work on it. And I'm looking at all of the images that I colored. These are from the stamp and die sets. I colored this guy in. He is adorable. I'm thinking about putting him here. He gets kind of lost, so maybe I could even put a strip there and even puff him up a little bit. I could cut the pocket at an angle. I could even do it at the angle of the check pattern that's already there. I think it does help to break up some of the constant horizontal lines I'm dealing with. So let me think. Or I may do it this way even. I think I just might glue this on there. And I am using the Barely Art glue. I'm not going to cut that much of a notch, I don't think. Let's see how wide this is. Basically, I'm wanting to cut the angle here just so that it adds interest, not that it's serving a specific function, mind you, but I just think it would help make this a little more interesting. Now I'm going to turn this over, trim that down, and I want to trim that. Let's see what I think of this. Oh yeah, I think it really makes it look a little different from what I've been doing. Okay, I'm going to glue this pocket down, and then I am going to punch the holes. Those of you who are just joining this, you do not have to use a notebook. You can always just punch 2 or 3 holes in the side of your papers and use book rings. That's a much more affordable way of doing it. And then, okay, so I have this. I'm going to mark my holes and punch those off camera. Okay, so the holes are in there now. I've got this. I still want him on here. I think he's going to be really cute. But now that I'm looking at this would be a really great place to put a sentiment. So maybe he should go here. How about traditions? And then we can put him lower down, like right there. I don't think I'm going to put him up on foam. So now I need is to put some tags in that pocket. I do want 3. I'll always save these. They're perfect for use in other things. Okay, so some tags. I cut these 2.5 inches wide because they fit perfectly in this Dress My Craft punch. That might be too tall. No, it'll work. Okay, and then I decided to use some hole reinforcers. Let's see what I have. Here's a leftover one. It's the floral one. These are just paper. Okay, so there's one. So I can use eyelets, but I can also use these paper hole reinforcers. Okay, then I cut this one also at 2.5 wide, but I'm not sure how long this one is because I wanted a little shorter. Okay, but I want something here, but I think anything I put on there will get lost in the busyness, so I might just put an eyelet in there. I wish these wide eyelets, I wish I could get them in greens, but so far I don't see any ability to do that. but I could put one of these really dark, or a dark brown in here. That works too. Okay, another one, and I cut a strip. This one I think is 2 inches wide because it gives it a different pattern there. And I have these hole reinforcers pre-cut. Oh, here it is, right here. It's this one right here. Okay. You can always back these on adhesive before die cutting, and then that would make it so much easier to adhere these to your project. Okay, I'm not really embellishing the tags other than to put hole reinforcers, just because I want to save the blank space for doing my tags, to do my journaling in. That is so cute. I still have this, which is just one of the cut aparts, and you notice it is longer than the other pages, but I'm looking at this and thinking it needs something. So I'm going to look at adding a little trim on the bottom here, just so that also sticks out and gives some interest from the side of the book. I really like having all the edges of my journals different widths and different textures and just different dimensions. So I'm putting the rickrack on there so it's actually sticking off the edge of the paper a little bit. And when you get these little things, save those. They make really good tags. I love how, see how you can see the rickrack from both sides now? I think that is really cool. The other thing is, I think that this is going to be handy to also use as one of my journaling spots. So what I'll do is I will add a piece of solid cardstock to that. There we go. Now I just want to go ahead and get this the corners rounded here. I'm going to use the quarter on the corner chomper. Has 2 sizes. I'm going to use the quarter. Perfect. I remember seeing all of these in there. Turkey Day memories. How about memories? I like the color of this one. I'm putting it a little toward the right like that. There we go. And let's put that in there. There we go. So let me count these now and see how I'm doing. So that gives me 13 journaling spots. Okay, and we've got this. So the next thing I want to do is going to be a little different. I want to make a page that's just tags. So I've measured this out, and I want to cut 2 chunky tags that sit on one on each of these 3 rings here. So here's what I was thinking, like this, and then they would flip individually. Stay tuned to the end of the video, and if you are not using a ring binder and you're just using like 1 or 2 holes, I will show you, because if you only have 1 hole on each one of these, they'll slide this way. So at the end of the video, I will show you what you can do for this section here. So these are 4 inches, excuse me, yes, 4 inches by 3 1/4. They are a little longer than my usual page, which is 3 3/4 width. Okay, I want to use the tab punch board, which is one of my favorite punch boards from We Are Memory Keepers. This little piece needs to go in the far left holes right here, with the largest part of it going to the left. Now, on the short side here, I want to put it up against there and flip it over and do it again. I'm going to do that to this one as well. You don't have to do this. You can just round your corners. Okay, now all I need to do is to punch the holes in here, and I'll show you what this is going to look like. Okay, so here's what they are going to look like. And as you can see on mine, because I have 3 holes on top and 3 holes on bottom, they're pretty stable. But I like that they can flip individually. But if I only had like 1 hole, then you could see how it would slide side by side. So that's what those look like. I can always decorate the tops, put rickrack, put anything I want on there. Could put hole punches, eyelets, you name it. I might do some decorative stuff, but for now, let's get this put together. And so for my next, I'm going to put another set on top. Let's see, these ones are going to be a little shorter. They are going to be 3 3/4 long. So these are 4 inches long. The next ones will be 3 3/4 long. I will put the measurements down below under this video so you can find them again. Okay, so I have 2 more now. Let's make sure I got those the same. I'm going to do the same thing here. They're on the short side. Okay, so now I have these 2, and then when I get them hole punched, they're going to go here. And then I'm going to do 1 more set, and these ones will still be 3 1/4, but they will be 3 1/2 long. 3 1/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, so I have 2 more, and they also need to be rounded. Again, on the short side. Let's see how I want these. Probably like that. Okay, I'm going to punch those holes off camera. Now, if you want to see more clearly all of these tabs, you would need to make a bigger of a difference between, these are like a 1/4 inch, each one is shorter by a 1/4 inch. You would need to change that to more like a 1/2 inch between sizes. Hope that makes sense. But I just think this is just perfect that I can see the different days here, and it gives me 6 tabs all in one place like this, and I can move them around like that. And so this adds, again, 6 plus what I already had in here. Aren't they adorable? Very cute. Okay, thinking. So, do I want to add anything? And these, like I said, these already stick out farther than the regular pages, but I've already got this sticking out, so I think I'm okay with adding things to them. Very cute. I might have chosen a different color since the very next color of cardstock is green there, but it'll work. Okay, let's also get one of these in there. I think should fit here. Let's see if it does. Oh yeah, that's cute. Oh, I like that. It gives it some specialness to it. I think I'm going to add this little leaf right here. There. It kind of brings in the whole leaf idea there. This is so busy that nothing is really going to look great there, you know. The back is where I can add my journaling for the day, but is there anything that I could put here? I don't know. I think I will wait on that. Okay, let's leave it at that. So now we have all of those, and we are going to call it quits for today. Oops, actually what I need to do is put my other shaker pocket in here. Let's get this one in here, and we can see how chunky this little puppy is getting right now, and we will be doing another video to add in more tags. Thank you for watching. I said I was going to show you how to do this if you only have a 2-hole system, and that is, I would cut a strip of paper that is 1 inch wide. Let me show you on better paper. Okay, I would cut a 1 inch strip of paper by 6 3/4, so that is the height of these, right? And then I would punch my 2 holes in there and then glue these on like that. It still has an interesting look to it. They don't flip separately though. So just so you know, they won't flip separately, but they will still, it just is interesting to have it broken up and they look like flags in there instead of one whole page. And my phone cut off the last bit of that recording. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this was something that could help you if you're using a 2-hole system instead of the 6-hole system. Thank you everyone for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and look at the links under this video by clicking to see more.